I mean, I only had 5 beers. It wasn't bad.
And how many shooters of 1800 tequila?
I forget my pastor's in this call. I got to be careful what I say.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Noodles at Noon, the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. I am your host, who looks way more distinguished today, and I think it's because of my glasses that you guys cannot see. Do I look distinguished? Do I look trimmed? Do I look cut? Anyway, yeah, you can't see the glasses. Hi, it's me, Ben, and we are joined, as always, by our wonderful co-host, who looks just as distinguished as he always does in his hoodie. It's Noah!
I look as dark as I always look because my camera does not like the giant light source behind me.
We call that the sun.
Yes.
You're the giant light source known as the sun.
That's true. That is true.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was like, oh man, my space heater died. And it was like, the sun? And we're joined this week by a wonderful special guest who everyone knows, everyone loves him. It's Handsome Pastor Dan.
What's up, everybody? Handsome Pastor Dan. Come on.
I'm never going to stop calling you that.
We need something else.
No, it's Handsome Pastor Dan.
All right. Well,
I'm going to start going
hello,
to your
guys.
church, and I will be in the back of the church with a giant sign going, Handsome Pastor Dan.
Preach it,
Handsome
Pastor Dan.
Preach it, Pastor Dan.
You can join all the other hecklers. I mean, it's not
It's not
happens every
heckling.
week, so
It is encouragement and
Right.
just general awe and appreciation.
It's positive
good deal.
heckling.
Well, come on. Bring it over. Bring it on.
I will. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in to Noodles at Noon. You can catch us on our website, noodlespodcast.com,
Noodlespodcast.com.
or anywhere podcasts are available, like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Anchor, and coming to you live this week from our new purchase of Twitter. We're verified now. Check us
Yeah.
out.
We paid $8
Cost us
Look for the blue check mark.
blue check mark. I should have done that on like the 3 days that you were able to do that.
Oh, that's right. You
Started at
can't do
Noodles
it.
at Noon Twitter. Can't do it anymore.
As of this recording, that may change by Monday when we post this.
Yeah. They're now going to start Twitter Red, which is like Twitter Blue, except you get a red check mark, which just means that you paid. What is the thinking behind any of this from Mr. Musk?
You know, we're actually going to talk about, well, it's going to lead into my game really well because my game has to do with discerning parodies from actual public Twitter, figures on Twitter, aka a certain public figure. We'll get into it, but I don't think there is any reasoning. I think that's the whole point.
No, there's a reason. I mean, if anything, this is the age of narcissism, right? I mean, that's what everything's all about. So, it's just petting your narcissist cat. So,
I'm not narcissistic. That's why we have a podcast.
yeah, right.
I was just going to say that.
I have such a lack of ego that I wanted more people to hear me talk for no reason.
We believe that we have 90 hours worth of content to say. 90 hours worth of interesting things to
90.
say.
Yeah, welcome to episode 90, everybody. If you stuck with us this long, why?
Why?
Thank
Did you
you,
see-
Caitlin.
Hi, Mom.
No, she's asleep. Did you see? I sent this to Noah. I didn't send this to Dan. Did you see the video I sent, which was talking about the different fake Twitter accounts that now exist and like the things that they've been tweeting, like as like Nestle Water. Someone made a fake Nestle Water account and then did the whole Twitter Blue thing, so it's verified, and they're just like, "Hi, just so you know, we steal your water and then sell it back to you." Which is, yeah.
I saw
But
one
then
of
apparently-
Mario like flipping off the viewer from a
Nice.
verified Nintendo account.
Exactly.
Right.
And then
I think I saw that in the Noodles Podcast Discord server. You can join the Discord server by visiting
noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
But my favorite part was, it was a John Green video, if you know who John Green is. And he did at the end, like this news source, I think it was CNN or something, reached out to Twitter to for comment on this. And CNN found out that Twitter no longer has a communications department because Elon Musk fired them all.
Or they left. They walked out.
Yeah, so there's we can't even comment on it because there's no one there to comment.
Barry can do communications. He'll handle it.
Yeah.
No, Barry left.
Barry's no longer with
give
us.
him credit though, like trying to save Twitter's overhead. If everyone just quits, in addition to the firing, like you're going to save a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a great business model.
And you don't have to pay
great way to
severance.
recoup your investment.
This kind of goes back to a long-held view I have of like, why do they need employees to change and update Twitter? What was wrong with it before? Just fire all the employees that are there to try and make it better, because I don't think you can ever actually make it better. I feel the same way with like when you just like store-bought cookie dough, where it's like, new recipe. Why? Why did you need a new recipe? We were all buying it before. Same thing with Twitter. Don't update it. Just let it run exactly how it has been for the past 12 years, and
there's
don't have any employees.
No need to do any like server maintenance or
Nope.
anything
None
in the
whatsoever.
back end. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. Just let it be the exact same from here until the end of time.
Nothing will ever break on that.
That little new thing on the cookie dough bin is lies. Just marketing. You've been marketed.
It makes
You've
me
been
not want to
marketed
buy
to.
it. It's the opposite of marketing. Like,
I liked
no,
it
I don't want to
before.
know what. I liked it before, and now I'm convinced I won't like it.
Yeah. Well,
What about Domino's though? When they changed their recipe, like people really liked that.
Well, what they had before wasn't pizza.
I mean, it was pizza shaped. I mean, the big thing is when Domino's did the pizza bread bowl. I mean, that thing was not pizza, but double bread. Get your bread in a bowl. Pizza bread bowl.
That's Chicago style pizza, which is not pizza.
I think
Careful.
These
Careful.
pizza places are just getting too creative. Like Papa John's had the Papadilla. Pizza Hut just had, what was that thing that Michael was talking about? Like,
I have no idea.
It was
Well-
like an inside out pizza, which is I think just a calzone. I'm not really sure exactly what it was.
I think it's a mistake.
Yeah, why? Why
Yeah.
try new things? That's
Well,
the lesson.
at some point, every like pizza chain is going to try and be something other than a pizza chain. Because Domino's did this, where they're like, we're no longer Domino's Pizza. We're Domino's because we sell salads now. So make sure you come in and buy a salad. And everyone was like, no, we're not going to do that. And then Pizza Hut was like, hey, we're Pizza Hut and Wing Street now. We're not just Pizza Hut. We sell wings.
Aren't
And
they
the-
owned by KFC?
Are they?
Yeah. Like Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC are the same company.
So why do they need to turn Pizza Hut into a wings place? See, it doesn't make sense. Turn KFC into a wings place. They already sell chicken. And then
They should sell pizza at KFC.
they probably will soon. The only pizza place that has remained pure to the pizza chain identity is Little Caesars. And you cannot change my mind on that.
and is it still
Pizza,
$5? Have they not given into inflation?
They have raised the price of a pizza from like $5 to $7.
What?
Which is still cheaper than like anywhere else you'll get a pizza. Except for 7-Eleven.
That's true. There is a place like right across the street from my house, and it's my absolute favorite pizza place. But one large pizza is like $20. And it's just really
That's
hard
everywhere.
to ever
Yeah.
justify a $20 pizza when you can go get a pizza that's 70 or 80% as good for like $10.
And I will still
Yeah.
maintain, I know we've talked about this. Little Caesars isn't that bad.
I mean, just for comparison, let's meet up this later this evening in not downtown Anchorage. We'll have to travel, but Slice and Roll downtown Loveland.
Ooh, that
I've
place
not
is
been.
good. Yeah.
I've
It's
seen it
so
and I want to
good.
go.
So good, you can get a slice that'll fill you up for $5.
I'll meet you there.
You can still get a $5 dinner.
I'll meet
where
you there,
I-
and then we can go see Black Panther.
Ooh,
That's where I took Jesse for Valentine's Day on accident because we were gonna go to like a nicer place in downtown Loveland or downtown wherever, and
Fairbanks.
like all the places had crazy long waits, and we finally went into Slice and Roll, and they got us pizza really quick, and
Yeah,
it
man.
was like the greatest Valentine's Day ever. And Jesse was like,
it was.
"This is great. I love pizza."
It's a great spot. It's super chill, nice people.
There you go. From Little Caesars, you can get the Call of Duty combo. It's large slices and sticks, which is like a half pepperoni pizza, half garlic sticks pizza, with crazy sauce and a 20-ounce Mountain Dew for $7.99.
Of course, there's a Mountain Dew in there.
So the first Google suggestion as I'm typing is Little, it says, is Little Caesars good? The second one is Little Caesars good for you. The third is Little Caesars dog food.
What?
Is
What?
Little Caesars good for dogs? So there you go, Ben. I don't know what that says.
They're eventually gonna like try and turn into a dog food company. That's all pizza chains try to be something other than a pizza chain.
Oh,
Okay,
there's a brand of dog food, Caesar dog food. I think it's got something to do with that.
That makes
Okay,
sense.
here's the 5 reasons why Little Caesars costs the way it costs. Number 1, they take shortcuts on their cheese. Number 2, they
How?
make their
It's
dough
cheese.
and sauce in-house. Number 3, that's a good thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good thing.
Number 3, they supplement their pizza with crazy bread. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Number 4, they let the customer come into the store.
Yeah, they don't do delivery.
Number 5, their toppings are carefully proportioned.
So all I hear you saying is they put more thought into it than other people do.
Yeah.
Except for
They're-
the shortcut with cheese thing. That doesn't make any sense.
Let's look. Let's see. As you might be aware, cheese contributes to about 40% of the pizza's cost. Little Caesars restaurants counter this relatively high price by using 100% mozzarella cheese prepared with real milk. This pre-shredded cheese has low water content. As a result, it can be stored for much longer.
Are you
So
on
this article is just saying
LittleCaesars.com?
that. Yeah.
Is this a Little Caesars article? This is one of
I
those
feel
like if
you're
you're in an
peddling some
interview.
propaganda.
This is like if you're in an interview and it's like, what's your greatest weakness? It's like, oh, I work too hard. I use only the freshest ingredients on my pizza.
Yeah, if I have,
I use
if I have-
100% real milk mozzarella. I'm sorry, sue me.
My biggest problem, I'm an overachiever, okay? Sue me. No,
I'm a perfectionist.
Baquinos.com, whatever that is. I don't know.
Bikinis?
Anyway, yeah, so it sounds like Little Caesars is the one company that's trying to do it right.
I'm telling you. Little
We should do
Caesars
sponsorship.
gets a bad rap for no reason. Anyway, Noah, how has your week/month been? We've been recording for 15 minutes. And we haven't really talked about how our weeks have been.
And we've got a lot to get through today, so I'll
We
keep
do
it
have a lot to
brief.
get through today.
Man, I'll just say that my mood has dramatically improved in the last 20 minutes because I got new internet this week, and I spent about 10 hours setting up all of my like Internet of Things devices in the house to work with the new network, and it wasn't working. And I was up late, and I was grumpy, just trying to get everything to work. And then last night, I had a midnight site migration where you have to like move the site to a new host in the middle of the night, and that didn't go well. And I spent about 8 hours on that since last night, and I was just about to just give up. And then not 5 minutes before the podcast started, the website started working. No idea why. I can't really explain it, but it's working now. So that was like exactly the win I needed.
Claps for Noah, everybody.
That's for Noah. For a minute there, you were starting to sound a little bit like a grumpy old boomer, but you pulled it through. Good job.
Oh, you could ask.
Daniel's
you could
a
ask
little
Jesse.
salty.
I've just been grumpy
Daniel's a
old
little
boomer.
salty because I called Daniel an old white man before we started.
Hey,
So he's still
look,
kind of salty.
Daniel's not that old.
I proudly wear the badge that I am a legit Gen Xer. I get it. I'm a Gen Xer. I get it. But hey, Gen X is cool.
Gen X
Right?
is cool.
It's not cool if Gen X says it's cool, I guess.
Gen X is cool. I'll
Gen
give
X
it
is
to you.
cool. Daniel is the coolest Gen Xer I've ever met, and that's a fact.
I feel like Gen Xers are hard to meet because they don't really... Because like millennials go around and be like, I'm a millennial. And Gen Zers, you can just tell they're Gen Zers by the way that they are. But it's rare that you meet a Gen Xer who's like, hi, I'm a Gen Xer. How's it going?
They're like, get back to work.
Get back-
You grumpy kid.
But
Daniel.
yeah, anyway, that's
Oh,
all I
sorry.
have to say. I've been real grumpy the last few days, but things are turning around. I just fixed the website. I just want to get all my work done so I can play the new Sonic game. That's all I want to do.
Got to do it.
Got to do it.
Daniel, how have you been? It's been a while since we've talked with you.
It's been a bit. Yep. Doing good. Life is good.
You got out of prison so we can get him back on.
I got out of prison so I can finally be back on. I can finally start up my new empire, my new side hustle, becoming my main hustle. It's all good. Good things.
All good things. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Anything specific you would like to share, or should we just continue on with our lives?
The prison thing was a
Good
joke.
question.
I feel like we should address that. So he's not like, yeah, I got out of prison and I'm working on my side hustle, doing some dealing.
Yep. Nope. I wasn't. I was not in prison. That's. I mean, maybe I should be, but
What?
um.
That's a whole different question.
Right.
Hey,
No,
it
no.
says in Ephesians 2 that we are supposed to be prisoners for Christ. So
There you go. No, yeah. For many years, I mean, probably as long as I can remember, I've been bivocational. I've held down a full-time job while then also working for the church, and over the last couple years, been working towards doing that full time. So, yep, I'm going to be a full-time pastor here in about a month, which is great.
Yeah.
Comes with a whole new set of challenges and opportunities, but I can't be more excited for it. It's awesome.
claps for
Good
Daniel,
days.
everybody.
Do you get to live
All
in the
the claps for
little
Daniel.
side house, like the little parsonage on the church?
Yep, we have a 12 by 12 shed that's on pallets that the entire family gets to live in. So we're going to be living in there and just living the dream.
Like triple bunk
Can't
beds.
imagine anything better.
It's going to be great.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
good days. Yeah.
Well, what about you, Ben?
Oh, I've just been living life in my basement, having a grand old time, doing good. Let's see. This past weekend, Noah and I, we both participated in a scavenger hunt throughout the city of Fairbanks, and I have since learned that on such a voyage, I bruised the bone in my foot and also the soft tissue around said bone. So, according to the doctor, I should not walk for about a week or so. And I have celebrated that by walking a lot.
Do you have crutches at least?
I do not have crutches. It's not broken, so it's not like a big deal. I should just because it's not like I can't walk on it and that would cause more damage. It's just like I should avoid doing a lot of walking on it. But yeah. But
So let me get this straight. You did an activity where you walked for an afternoon and you've bruised one of the 28 bones in your feet.
yes, I will say.
Ouch.
So it was last Saturday, the 4th and 5th. So last Saturday the 5th, sorry. And that morning I played a bunch of spike ball. I did a spike ball tournament. And then I went from that to the scavenger hunt where I walked about 10 miles. And then I also sit at a desk all day. So it's not like my feet are prepared for such a voyage.
His feet aren't used to it. But somehow I
No.
escaped unscathed. And
Well,
Noah must have that muscular foot, those muscular feet that are all like ready for hard working.
I also am very heavy.
What?
So, yeah.
a lot more weight on
This
that
is just
little foot.
motivation to lose weight.
His little size 5 foot just can't handle.
Yeah,
All the
my
weight.
feet stopped growing when I was 7 years old.
He falls over
Right.
a lot.
So that's why they call me peg leg.
What are you, 6'8", 280 these days?
I sound like Mr. Krabs when I walk.
But
Right,
it was worth
let's,
it, right? Because you won the scavenger hunt.
I did win.
Ben and I were on
in
a
my
team
first-
together. We won together.
No, we weren't. I destroyed Noah. Okay, I have plenty of bones to pick with Mr. Noah here because part of the I need your opinion on this, Daniel.
Bones.
Badumch. As part of the scavenger hunt, there are like different photo assignments that
Yep.
go along. So you like take pictures of something, and then you can turn those photos in for points.
Got it.
And you could turn in as many as 10 photos for each prompt. one of the prompts on this list was landmarks of the city that we were in, Fairbanks landmarks.
Yep.
Noah and his team took a picture of a Taco Bell and turned that in as one of their photos of a landmark.
Because they're like, landmark.
This Taco Bell was built in the 70s. I'm like, every Taco Bell was built in the 70s. They haven't made a new one since 1979. They're all just there. They don't need new ones.
Are you sure it wasn't like the picture of like the first cat to be in the community that was like in front of the Taco Bell?
That's not a monument.
But this Taco
around.
Bell is cool looking. It's not your standard Taco Bell. It's like some old ancient
It's a Taco
building,
Bell.
kind of near our old town. It's a cool looking Taco Bell. I think the judges took it. They gave us credit for it.
So
They took there is a genuine monument in Fairbanks of a giant A on the side of a mountain. You know that, right, Daniel? You've seen the giant A?
Yes.
I would call that a monument. Noah's team took a picture of a billboard for a storage facility that had a painting of that A on it and said that was the monument.
Well, let's go to the dictionary. A landmark is an object or feature of a landscape or town that is easily seen and recognized from a distance, especially one that enables someone to establish their location. By definition, I got to give it to Noah.
Yeah! Thank you.
It wasn't a landmark. It was a monument.
It was. Some people use that storage facility sign to be like, this is where I am in our town. Now I know.
Yeah. And if it's the Taco Bell that I think it is in Anchorage, is that where we say we were from?
Fairbanks. We're in Fairbanks.
Fairbanks. Then I know exactly where it is, and many people reference it.
Yeah. Yep. See,
Taco
there you
Bell.
go. It didn't matter. We still lost by a very significant margin. But
Yeah, you did.
we had to really scrape for every point that we did manage to make.
They worked hard.
Was the Tata's burrito in the background of the Taco Bell? Because that place, legit.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
It's next door to that place that we're talking about.
We were in not the Fairbanks you're currently thinking of.
Oh, you were in North Fairbanks.
We were in
North
North
Fairbanks.
Fairbanks. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a good burrito place, I will say.
It is. Well, I'm sorry about your foot, Ben. Maybe we'll have to phone a doctor one of these days and get you a consult. Do you know which of the 28 bones it was? Was it one of your 14 phalanges?
The fifth metatarsal. That one.
Good. There's only 5 of those.
There is.
We have 4
It was
others.
the
then.
fifth marsupial.
Do you want to just get it removed?
Very much. Yes, I know. I now have 4 toes on my right foot. Like
You had to take
Inigo
the toe.
Montoya. Oh no, but the
What?
guy who killed Inigo Montoya's father.
Ugh. Man, the foot, man. Noah and I have a friend who had 2 of his phalanges fused this week.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how that goes.
We'll get him on the podcast for a live interview.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
How are the phalanges?
Tell us
these
how your
days?
foot is going.
Well, and this person's a doctor
Let's
too,
talk about
so
your
they could
phalanges.
actually tell us.
He is. Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, you're not going to believe this. This is not a first, but it's definitely been a very long time since this has happened on the podcast. But we have not one speak pipe, but
Not 1.
Not 1.
2.
Not 3.
Not 3.
Not 3.
Not 3. Not 4.
Not none. Not 0.
Not none. But 2.
Wow.
But to start us off, what episode of the podcast would be complete without a speak pipe from our good friend Brian Stanley?
From the Journey as a Scientist podcast.
Hello, Brian Stanley here with yet another speak pipe because, of course, this is my section of the podcast that belongs to no one else. I don't want to hear any speak pipes from anyone else because this is Brian. This is my space. This is me time. All right, cool. Sorry, if you want to hear more of this, you can follow Noah and I's new podcast, Pumpkin Time with Noah and Brian. Here we talk about all things pumpkins, where, of course, my favorite little pumpkin is Noah himself. Ooh la la. All right, Cool. And if you think coming up with a speak pipe is easy, let me tell you, no, it's not. There's a little waves shaking around as you're trying to come up with something for 90 seconds. Because you cannot end less than 90 seconds. You have to go the full 90, because otherwise what you're doing, that's just wasted space that you're just burning through. It's just too much, especially here as there's like another 30 seconds left. That's right. You have another 30 seconds of this. But of course you won't listen to this because it'll probably be a month later when the next episode is actually posted and you hear the speak pipe. Not to throw shade. I would never throw shade because it's cloudy outside. Yeah, that's right. What if I just started going into a rap? I could do that because I'm a famous rapper. I rap burritos. Ooh la la. B Stan in the house. Yeah, that's right. I just went there. Oh yeah, man, your mind is probably blown. And yeah, goodbye. I hope you have.
Wow.
He didn't even get to finish.
I think that's the
Didn't even get to
first
finish.
the first speak pipe we've had that had ooh la la in it twice.
Twice.
Ooh la la twice.
Not even a
That
yeehaw.
strangely felt like 90% of the speeches I had to sit through in speech class when I was in school.
Oh yeah.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like if you go to an article that on the internet that's very SEO driven, and it's like the answer is a very simple question, but it's like we're going to string this answer out for 10,000 words. So the history of the flannel shirt is such and such.
And the answer is no one really knows. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the answer isn't even conclusive at the end anyway.
Well, thank you, Brian. I'm sure that this will remain your space and that we have no other speak pipes to listen to.
Yeah.
I especially loved the voice cracking during the rap. Really
We stand
added
in the house.
Yeah,
B-Stan.
really added some street cred to it.
Well, B Stan, you're my favorite little pumpkin too. And I'm
Aw.
looking forward to recording
Aw,
the first
little
episode
pumpkin.
of that podcast. He did
Daniel,
actually.
do you want to be my little pumpkin, Daniel?
I don't know. No, thanks.
No, that didn't go as planned. First rule of improv, Daniel. Always say yes.
Always yes.
He's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm getting into. Well, Brian, I have some terrible news for you. We have another speak pipe from a Molly Plaza friend of the show. She's been on the show. She's I actually grew up with her. We are related somehow. I'm pretty sure she's my sister, but different last name, so not sure how that happened. Anyway, this is a message from Molly.
Hello, I'm just calling in to answer your speak pipe question about whether pumpkin spice lattes are good or not. And my opinion is that if we called them what they really are, they would not be so popular. If we called them sweet cinnamon gourd coffee, I don't think we would actually drink it or buy it or be obsessed with it or have so many memes about it. Because really, what are you tasting in that coffee? You're tasting the spice, not the pumpkin. You're tasting cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe cloves, I don't know, whatever other spices that they put in there. What does pumpkin taste like? It tastes like a watery root vegetable, not a root vegetable, a gourd. It tastes like a gourd. It tastes like a squash. It doesn't really taste at all. Yes, yeah, Mama. You're right. Oh, dude, your niece wants to talk to you. Say hi, dude. Yeah, that was for Uncle Noah. So that's my assessment. I don't think any of us would buy something marketed as gourd coffee. So there you have it.
Wow, Noah, not even your sister's on your side.
Thank you, Molly, because that is like the exact argument that I make, is that it's called a pumpkin spice latte, but there's nothing pumpkin-y about it.
But that's
At
you
least-
gotta note where the parentheses are. It's pumpkin spice latte. It's the spice that goes in the pumpkin. It's not indicating that there's pumpkin in the latte. It's just that the spice for pumpkin, the pumpkin spice, is in the latte.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm with Molly. Let's just call it what it is. It's a water gourd spice latte.
Gourd juice.
Let's go have a water gourd spice latte.
Thank you, Molly Plaza. I'm glad you no longer have to share a last name with Noah.
Whoa.
Whoa. And we even got a cameo from the niece, who they
Yeah.
send me videos every now and then, but my niece Ari's favorite thing to do is just hit the button that starts and stops the recording. So she never wants to talk to me. She just wants to hit the button and like hang up, like end the video. So that's how pretty much all the videos end, is her saying button and then pushing the button, and then it stops.
Oh, button.
Well, pumpkin spice season is kind of over. It's too cold now. It's like Christmas time, I guess, now. So
it's white peppermint mocha season.
Oh, which is high quality.
Which is disgusting. Sorry.
The lines have been drawn.
Because you know what a white peppermint mocha tastes like? White chocolate and peppermint. There's nothing misleading about the name of it. They don't have
At least you know what you're getting
They don't have
into.
to make stuff up to get people to buy it.
That's a good point.
Good point.
Just saying. Well, I hear that we have 2 activities on our plate today. One of them prepared by Daniel, and one of them prepared by Noah.
Hey.
I believe that we're doing Daniel's first.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's dive right in. Oh, wait, before we do that, I'm very sorry. If you want to leave a speak pipe, thank you so much to Molly and to Brian for leaving a speak pipe. If you want to leave one, go to noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
And then there's a big orange button at the top that says leave a speak pipe. Click it, and you can leave a speak pipe. That's how you do it. This
Amazing.
week, call in, let us know. White peppermint mocha. Why is it better than pumpkin spice? List every single reason. You might need to leave 2 speak pipes because it'll take well more than 90 seconds because there's a lot.
Yeah.
And by the time we get to it, Christmas will be over.
Yeah. It's no longer Christmas by the time we do that podcast, but whatever. All right. Transition.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah, let's dive right in. Hey, we're gonna do a quick session of holiday Would You Rather. We find ourselves exactly 12 days in between. We're 12 days from Halloween, and we're 12 days until Thanksgiving. Did you know we're celebrating the middle?
The equinox.
So this is going to be the holiday Would You Rather. Going to be half Halloween questions, half Thanksgiving questions. Are you guys good?
Yeah.
I'm good.
So, yeah, we're not really keeping score. This is just a bit of us getting to know you guys a little bit better.
Are your opinions correct or not?
Wrong? Let's see. Who'd like to start? Let's start with Noah. Noah, would you rather face a zombie apocalypse or an invasion of 10-foot spiders? Which would you rather?
Oh, zombies. Easy. Anything that's not spiders. Easy.
Right. Like zombies, I think you go for the headshot, right? What do you do with spiders? What do you do with the 10-foot spider?
Is it friendly? It doesn't
It's an
sound...
invasion of 10-foot spiders.
Okay, so no.
Let's clarify.
So they're
I
not
have
friendly.
I have an opinion here.
Okay.
If it's a zombie apocalypse, your enemy is humanity. If you're fighting an invasion of 10-foot spiders, you most likely have humanity on your side. Like, you're not alone. I would just go somewhere like Texas, where they'd probably already have it taken care of.
Or Fairbanks, Alaska.
Or Fairbanks, Alaska.
All right. Well, Ben, would you rather be locked in a room full of snakes or a room full of rats?
What kind of snakes? Because I know there's only like one type of rat, the rat kind. But what type of snake is it?
You choose.
Because if it's like gardener snakes, then yeah, I'll hang out with a bunch of gardener snakes for... Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going snakes.
I'm going
Good.
snakes.
Good. This, I don't know how this is spooky. Noah, would you rather live in Salem, Massachusetts or live in Roswell, New Mexico?
Ooh. Well, I've always been fascinated with alien sightings and UFOs, and there was that big government document that was going to leak with all the UFO sightings that they'd been hiding or whatever, and I guess it wasn't exciting because I never heard anything about it, but I'll go with Roswell. I'd love to see some aliens.
Nice. Yeah. It kind of does fit your aesthetic a little bit more to be like the high desert Roswell guy.
Yeah, I'm not really into
guy.
witches. Not really into like burning witches.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they do it anymore.
I think it's been a little while.
Well, from that fairly prosaic question. It's going to escalate quickly. Ben, would you rather be forced to eat lobster brains or alligator hearts, Fear Factor style? Forced to eat lobster brains or alligator hearts?
I feel like that's what they do in Salem, Massachusetts. Is they force you to eat.
Put them all in a big
Eat the
cauldron.
lobster. Welcome to Massachusetts. You gotta eat a lobster. I feel like, I mean, naturally I'm being forced, but I feel like I would have some say over the preparation. I feel like a lobster brain is smaller than an alligator heart. Mm-hmm. That's nothing against lobsters. They're just smaller animals. But I feel like alligator heart would be, a more like meatier, traditional sort of prepared meat. So I'm going to go alligator heart. I mean, it's just all muscle, so it'll be really chewy, but...
The delicacy.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I just found the best website. It's called CanDogsEatIt.com. And you just type in a food and it tells you if dogs can eat it. And dogs
What's
cannot.
it say about Little Caesars pizza?
That's what I was going to ask.
It says dogs cannot eat lobster brain. Lobster brain is not actually the brain of the lobster. It's a digestive gland. And the paste may trigger allergic reactions in some dogs.
Ew, the paste?
The paste.
Hang on,
That's not a good word.
I take issue with that because any food could trigger an allergic reaction in some dogs if they're allergic to it.
I think the point is lobsters use their brains for digestion. Ben, you dodged a bullet by going with alligator heart.
Yeah.
Alligator heart. Woohoo!
Dogs cannot eat pizza either.
Yeah.
According
Much
to
less Little Caesars.
CanDogsEatIt.com. I love
this episode brought to you by CanDogsEatIt.com.
I love websites with where the domain tells you exactly what you're getting into. Like doesthedogdie.com, which you can look up the name of any movie and it tells you if the dog dies in it.
The best is lookslikekennyrogers.com, the website of nothing but people who look like Kenny Rogers. I don't know if it's still out there. There's a website used to be a Pizza Hut.com.
Pizza Hut, yeah.
It's all the places that are in buildings that are obviously used to be Pizza Huts.
Gotta love it.
All right. Well, Noah, would you rather live in a world where King Kong is real or a world where Megalodon is real?
What is Megalodon? Sharks. Oh, the big shark. I saw that movie.
Figured for sure you would know this. Yeah.
Yeah, the Meg. I saw that. Well, I feel like a megalodon would be easier to avoid. Just don't go near water. And our
Just don't go.
place of living is quite landlocked. I've never seen a shark in our state. So I'll go with megalodon. It seems like it would pose the least risk to me in my
You're
current
avoiding
life.
the question.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, shifting gears, Ben, would you rather wash your hair with mashed potatoes or take a bath in gravy?
I feel like this one isn't too difficult. I feel like the mashed potatoes hair one, because then you're only tasked with getting some mashed potatoes out of your hair. But if you take a bath in gravy, you're then tasked with getting gravy out of many places.
All the places.
So I'm going the mashed potato, wash my hair with mashed potatoes. Plus, there are people who wash their hair with mayonnaise. So I'm sure there are like genuine, good, healthy starches that my hair can draw from mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah. The great thing is these questions are they're gonna get better from here. So Noah, would you rather eat your entire Thanksgiving dinner with no utensils or have to sit at the table in your swimsuit and a pilgrim hat?
Pilgrim hat and a swimsuit sounds kind of fun. I'd be.
I was
gonna
say that's what he wears normally.
Yeah,
edgy. Got it.
I have like
Got
those
it. Love
pants that zip into shorts, and you can just go swimming in them.
Yep. All right. Well, Ben, would you rather have the best tasting Thanksgiving dinner you can imagine with a group of strangers, or have an okay tasting Thanksgiving dinner with family and friends?
Wait, hang on. Neither of these are like actually bad.
Well, it depends on your family and friends.
That's true. That's a good point. Like
maybe it shows the heart of the person who wrote it.
Well, like even if you remove like the strangers versus friends one, like either you get a really good Thanksgiving meal or an okay Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
Which, like, if it was like the worst Thanksgiving meal you'll ever eat in your life, okay, that's different. But just an okay one.
Okay, let me go. Would you rather have the best tasting Thanksgiving dinner you can imagine with a group of strangers, or a box of tacos from Taco Bell with family and friends?
You haven't changed anything. A box of tacos from Taco Bell would beat most Thanksgiving dinners
Would you
I've
rather have Little Caesars pizza with a group of strangers, or would you,
Or dog food with your family.
or Domino's pizza with family and friends?
Honestly, I'm having a hard time choosing because a great meal with a bunch of strangers sounds kind of fun. Noah can attest to this. That would be fun for me.
Yeah, Ben does like that. Everywhere we go, he talks to, like, he just meets the coolest people somehow.
Never met a stranger.
So I'm going to go with the first one, a great Thanksgiving meal with some strangers. I'll make some new friends.
Nice. All right, Noah, would you rather only eat cranberry sauce for a day or only eat deviled eggs for a day?
I like both of those foods a lot.
Right.
I feel like cranberry sauce all day would give you too much of a sugar high. Yeah, I'll just go
And
with
deviled eggs all day would have no repercussions.
Exactly. I'm thinking of the repercussions of all day of deviled eggs.
Well, that won't affect me, just the people around me. So
That'll affect Jesse pretty negatively.
Actually, Noah would probably enjoy it. Hey, this is fun.
yeah, this is great. I'm having a great day. I'm on my 20th deviled egg.
Good content. It'd be good content for his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm going deviled eggs, and then I turn it into some kind of YouTube challenge.
Yeah.
Get a Mr. Beast
man.
thumbnail.
I gotta say, I did not write these, but like the person who wrote these, would you rather have Thanksgiving dinner at 10 a.m. or Thanksgiving dinner at 10 p.m.?
What kind of... Okay.
Is that one for me now?
Yeah. No, I mean, sorry, Ben, that's for you.
Let's go with 10 a.m. That way we can ride the high of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade straight into the meal, and then can spend the rest of the day with friends or strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Thanksgiving
strangers.
afternoon is the best time. Like, after the lunch and all
Right?
the food's put away, you just get to lay around, play games, hang out.
Yep. Noah, Jesse wanted me to ask you, would you rather have to write a 5-paragraph essay about what you're thankful for, or have to solve a page of Thanksgiving-themed word puzzles?
Word puzzles, all the way. Crosswords. That's my jam.
Man, that was the easy pitch. That was the easy one. Ben, I think I know your answer. Would you rather watch football after Thanksgiving dinner or play football after Thanksgiving dinner?
Ooh, let's play some football.
Let's play some football.
That sounds fun.
No, you can't. Your foot.
That's true. I can't. I'll be better by then.
Noah, would you rather not be allowed to talk during the entire Thanksgiving dinner or not be allowed to have dessert?
Oh, not be allowed to talk. I'm happy to let other people handle that conversation.
Yeah, let it happen. I think we're about ready for the next life group activity where we invite all of our life group over, and the goal is not to say a single word to each other for an hour. You're laughing, but we've done that.
We've done that, yeah.
Why?
Ben looks so confused.
That sounds horrible.
It was awesome.
It's actually pretty awesome.
It's pretty uncomfortable, but it's good.
That's what you're getting into, Ben, when you come to the old DP church.
You never know what you're going to get into when you go to Daniel and Melissa's house. It's awesome. Sometimes they yell at you if you speak. It's weird. I don't know, but
Yep. Zip it. Well, that was a holiday edition of Would You Rather. Yep. Thanks for your answers, guys. Learned so much about you.
like,
Yeah, thank you for
what hour of the
proctoring that,
day we
Daniel.
prefer to eat our Thanksgiving meals?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. That's when I eat dinner. 10 a.m.
All right. Well,
I think we have one other activity.
We do have one other activity, and it ties into our earlier conversation talking about Twitter. As we briefly touched on, but just in case the listener doesn't know, Elon Musk now owns Twitter. He's doing all kinds of he's making lots of interesting decisions about how it will work. And one of those is allowing anyone to get a verified check mark next to their name if they're willing to pay $8 a month. which has obviously led to a lot of parody accounts trying to look as realistic as possible and tweeting all kinds of weird stuff. But parody accounts have been on Twitter forever. There's been a lot of like just great, I don't know. I follow one that's like a Jurassic Park updates Twitter account, and they're just always talking about like, oh, dinosaur got out again. Oh, dinosaur ate somebody. And it's pretty good. It's funny.
Right.
So this also ties into, I think it was 2 podcasts ago. So I think it was September. Yes, it was.
Oh, jeez.
September. I told Ben I was going to prepare a list of Neil deGrasse Tyson tweets, and Ben would have to tell me whether they were real or fake. So Neil deGrasse Tyson, he is a famous scientist, but he's kind of a buzzkill, and he just tweets a lot of weird stuff. And so I specifically told Ben, like, don't go look at his tweets or anything. Daniel, how familiar are you with Mr. Tyson, Dr. Tyson, whatever he is?
Yeah, no, he's great. He's the not Isaac Asimov. who was the scientist from the 80s?
Newton? No.
Yeah. No, anyway, he is the scientist of our age. Yeah, I'm a fan. I like him. He can be a buzzkill, but he's trying to get people to think. I think his intentions are good, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great.
Well, we'll check in and see what you think, Daniel, after this is over. But
All right.
So I have a list here of real Neil deGrasse Tyson tweets mixed in with some fake quotes, some fake parody Neil deGrasse Tyson tweets, some tweets that I made up. And you have to tell me whether Neil deGrasse Tyson said this or not. So we'll just go back and forth. I will keep score here. Daniel, since you're our guest, you're going to start us off. Is this a Neil deGrasse Tyson tweet? The leap day is misnamed. We're not leaping anywhere. The calendar is simply and abruptly catching up with Earth's orbit.
Definitely. That is a Neil deGrasse Tyson tweet.
And that is indeed a Neil deGrasse Tyson tweet. Well done. He did say that. It's one of the, I don't know, it's one of those things that's kind of like, well, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Why not?
But once you start recognizing how he says things, yeah, it can throw you off. But I think that was a good one.
All right, but he doesn't just talk about science. Ben, the film A Marriage Story should instead have been named A Divorce Story. Did Neil deGrasse Tyson say that?
I mean, what is The Marriage Story?
It's a movie.
I've never seen it. I mean, I guess that's something he would tweet, but I'm gonna roll with he didn't tweet that. I feel like that's something that could also exist in the mind of Noah. So I'm gonna say that's not a Neil deGrasse Tyson tweet.
Ben, I hate to tell you, but that is a real Neil deGrasse Tyson tweet.
He's a Renaissance man of many interests.
I did watch A Marriage Story when it came out because I was about to get married, and I was like, oh, this will be interesting. And it was like the most horribly depressing movie I've ever seen. Would not recommend.
And you still got married.
And I still got married.
And you went through with it.
Yeah. So Ben misses the point, but we'll go back to Daniel. In my day, the word awesome was reserved for things like curing polio and walking on the moon, not for food or TV shows.
Nope, that's not a Tyson quote.
Okay, why do you say that?
In my day, I don't think he would say that. That's not his style.
That's not Neil?
Nope.
That is a real Neil tweet.
Oh, come on.
He did indeed say that, so careful with your use of the word awesome.
In my day.
He might get upset with you.
I thought I understood him better.
You think you know Neil, but you don't.
Just when you think you know him.
Just when you think you know Neil.
You for a loop.
All right, Ben, back to you. In a mirror, you can kiss yourself only on the lips.
Oh. Regardless if this is Neil or not, that's true.
Makes you think.
It makes perfect sense, except you can't. because you're kissing a piece of glass. And I think that's the sort of disparity that Neil would point out. Of you're not kissing yourself on the lips, you're kissing a piece of glass, you idiot. So I'm going to go with not Neil.
That is indeed a Neil quote.
Well, you're wrong,
Wow.
Neil. You're not. You're kissing glass, man.
And what's weird is he's tweeted this, like some variation of this tweet, like 3 times, like once a year for 3 years straight.
On Valentine's
Yeah.
Day? Because he's a very lonely man?
Yeah, wait, when was this one? This was December 1st, 2021. This was
Okay.
recently.
Man, mistletoe season.
All right. Well, good. I was worried that these were going to be too easy, and you guys collectively are 1 for 4. So,
Well, we're gaming the game and like front loading the game with 4 affirmatives. I don't know, man. Game master
how long can you
game
keep it
master
up?
tricks.
Again, these were randomized. I didn't select the order, so it could be totally front loaded. It might not be. The next 3 might be fake. We'll see. Daniel, since you have just the finger on the pulse of Neil deGrasse Tyson's tweets, your body is basically just a giant robot suit for a 3-pound blob of electrified fat.
Isn't the brain more like 4 pounds?
I think he's talking about the
think
heart.
it's- Oh, really?
Well, no, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
Not
he
Neil.
talking about the heart? Or maybe it's not Neil.
Not Neil.
Not Neil, that's your answer?
That's it.
All right, Daniel takes another point. That was tweeted by Zombie DeGrasse Tyson on Twitter.
What? There's a zombie DeGrasse Tyson. Love it.
There is indeed. Ben, back to you. It's 2-0 currently. You got to close that gap a little bit. If you do the full calculation, you will find that Friday the 13th is no less rare on the calendar than Thursday the 12th.
Yeah, that's real Neil.
That is real Neil. That is a very Neil tweet right there.
That's
Yeah,
a
those are
very
facts.
Neil tweet.
Those are facts.
Spitting facts right here.
Love
Okay. Back to Daniel. Women's beach volleyball on Mars. No protective ozone layer there. Solar UV would irradiate all exposed legs, buns, and tummies.
Yeah, but he's not even talking about like the gravity thing. Like, what's Mars gravity like? I mean, is
think it's-
volleyball going to be any fun?
I believe it's 1/4 that of Earth's.
Right. I don't know. I'm going not Neil. Doesn't feel like something that he'd be needing to weigh in on.
All right, well, I'll tell you, I just went to confirm this because that didn't seem like a real Neil tweet to me, but
Come on.
it really is. I screenshotted all these like 2 months ago. I've been waiting on this game for a while. But I just checked. That is on his actual legitimate Twitter page. So
Great.
that is a real Neil tweet.
Is there a blue check mark next to it?
There is. It's meaningless, but there is a blue check mark. Ben, back to you. Let's
Okay.
see. I have a lot. I have like 30 here. I'm trying to select a little more. Okay. If Star Wars truly wanted to deliver a sense of immersion, they would remove all sound effects from space fights, allowing the vacuum of space to be heard above all else.
That's true. They should do that. I think there was one movie that did that really well. I think the first of the new Star Trek movies, all of the like outdoor and
Yes.
space scenes were completely silent. And then the second one came out, and they're like, "Never mind, we want explosions." in space."
That was lame.
That was lame. J.J.
The
Abrams was like,
people have
"Forget
spoken.
that."
We want explosions.
But I'm gonna go with that's a real Neil tweet.
Ben, I'm sorry to say that, but that is a certified Noah tweet right there.
Yeah.
Oh.
man. Oh man. You know, like, I think if you really want to improve Star Wars, like, you know, the idea like you're in a vacuum in space and like they're lobbing grenades that are arcing as if they were on the ground. You know, like those fire grenades that they're shooting from ship to ship, and they go up and then they come down, like that kind of stuff. The big fiery balls of explosion. You know, oxygen. You know. All that
Well,
kind of
that's
stuff.
to that point, and also on the one about volleyball on Mars. If they want to make it really immersive, there should be different gravity on each planet that they go to.
Right.
It's just assuming that every planet is the exact same size and density as Earth.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
you know who figures all this stuff out is 2001: A Space Odyssey. Like,
Right.
they do actually show, like, they create a ship that would have artificial gravity because it's constantly spinning. They don't show any
Yep.
sound when you're outside. Very boring movie,
Yep.
but very good attention to detail.
Man, the Expanse series of books, they get science right in space.
Ooh.
Can we talk about the dangly thing on Ben's left ear? Is that an earring?
No, it's part of the. It's part of the padding from my headphones.
Your
Oh.
headphones are shedding.
They're peeling. Yeah. So
I thought you had gotten like a single left ear, like a
Dangly
little
earring.
black feather
No.
earring. I'd be down. That'd be sweet.
All right.
sorry.
Well, while we're still in Neil's movie reviews, was ready to watch the 1998 film Armageddon, in which the laws of physics are optional, but it's nowhere on Netflix or iTunes. I forget. It's Daniel. Daniel,
It's
is that a
Daniel.
real Neil tweet?
That's real Neil for sure.
That is indeed the
Ready to
real
watch.
Neil, which brings Daniel 3-1. Several months later, Netflix did put the movie on Netflix, and then they replied to this tweet with, "Well, it's on there now if you want to ruin it for everyone, Neil."
That's funny.
All right, we'll rapid fire a few more here. Ben, if you're filling a glass and reach the halfway point, it's half full. If you are emptying a glass and reach the halfway point, it's half empty. No need to invoke your emotional state.
I'm going to say that is not a real Neil quote, because that's also not true, because a glass, unless it is in the vacuum of space, is always full.
Ooh, that's a good point. He's
Ooh.
probably got a tweet about that
Wow.
too. Unfortunately, that is a real Neil tweet.
Oh no!
Dang it, I'm out thinking Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't like it.
Right.
Daniel.
Or I'm overthinking Neil. I'm probably
Yeah.
not outthinking him. I'm overthinking real Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Like bringing in your emotional state. That was a very Neil thing to
That
do.
is, I
Like,
should have considered that more than the actual
Yeah.
physics of a glass.
All right, Daniel. Recycling is a waste
Yo.
of your time and efforts. You shouldn't feel proud of yourself just for recycling that Mountain Dew can.
Well, whether Neil was trying to be like accurate and on board with the unfortunate truth of the recycling system, at least in this country, or not, I think that's true. I think that's a Neil quote.
That is a real Noah quote right there.
Oh, Noah!
Whoa, cynical
Whoa.
Noah.
When did you? Who hurt your heart, Noah?
I was just trying to create some cynical tweets here, and I've tricked you on both of my tweets now, so I feel pretty good about
Wow.
that.
You know what they say, Noah. Cynicism is fear disguised as confidence.
Whoa!
I don't know what you fear, Noah,
Whoa.
but it's recycling related.
I recycle.
Yeah.
I just don't drink Mountain Dew.
I just,
I judge the people for the Mountain Dew consumption.
not the recycling.
Right.
Are you judging Mountain Dew drinkers?
Yeah. Well, it's 3-1. I'm going to give you each two more. Back to Ben. Ben, I'll throw you a softball here. Maybe. It's impossible to be absolutely certain, but it is very unlikely that there are any aliens or astronauts inside any human butthole.
That's real. That's got to be a real Neil tweet. Please tell me that's a real
fake Neil tweet. That is
No!
zombie DeGrasse
Oh,
Tyson
no.
again.
Wow.
He's not wrong though.
He's not wrong.
Daniel, the mathematical value of
Yep.
pi does not change when you cross international borders.
Truth. Real Neil.
That's a real Neil. Daniel
I don't like
extends
this.
his lead.
I don't like your randomized questions. I feel like
4-1. All right, Ben, this is your last chance. For Santa to deliver gifts to all the world's Christians in one night requires hypersonic speeds through Earth's lower atmosphere, vaporizing his reindeer and sleigh. Just saying.
well, Neil, if this is the real Neil, why does it have to be just Christians? Where'd that come from? He visits all the good little boys and girls,
Regardless of their religious affiliation.
regardless of their religion. I'm gonna say Whatever. Real Neil.
That's a real Neil tweet. Ben just doubled his point
Totally
total.
real Neil. That's totally a real Neil tweet.
4-2.
Yeah, but then what happens when those Christmas presents don't show up in your nice Israeli Jewish house?
That's a
I
good
think
point.
Neil's onto something there.
That's a good point.
Well, that's a good point. I guess for people who don't celebrate Christmas. But
Yeah.
there are plenty of religions and people who don't identify with a religion who also celebrate Christmas.
Yep. Cultural Christians.
All right,
Yeah.
Daniel, you've won the game. You've cleaned up, but I'm going to give you this last tweet. Not that anybody inquired, but to say the individual letters NCAA uses fewer syllables than to say NCAA. So to utter double A does not save you time.
Yeah, Neil would totally. That's a Neil type argument, but it's not a Neil type subject. Not real. Not Neil.
That is a
I
real
think-
Neil tweet.
I was going to say,
Oh.
I think that could be a real Neil tweet, but someone needs to talk to Neil about the fact that www dot is 9 times longer than World Wide Web.
Whoa, that's a good
Truth.
point.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3 times longer, not 9 times longer.
That's
It's
why
9 syllables. World Wide Web is 3 syllables.
That's why a lot of people, like at least developers that I worked with, they would just say dub dub dub
Yeah, dub
dub,
dub
dub.
dub.
dub dub dub.
Dub, dub, dub.
Keep it brief.
Dub, dub, dub.
All right. Well, that was really fun. I'm glad that I was able to trick you guys pretty consistently. Daniel wins the game 4-2. Daniel is the true
Yay!
Neil fan, number one Neil fan right here.
We'll get you a t-shirt.
I just heard him on a podcast recently. It was good.
Was he talking about
Was
why
it the Joe Rogan Experience?
1998?
You know me, Ben. You know where I get my news. Like right after I turned off Fox for the evening, I went right on to Joe Rogan, and then I went out and voted for America. That's me. I'm wearing my American shirt. Let's go.
He got his like vaccine removal syringe to like pull the vax back out.
Then I went and did my duty, like guarding the polling station, making sure nobody was stealing the vote.
I did that at church
job,
this week
Daniel. I'm
while
proud
we
of you.
voted for Daniel. I made sure.
Carl Sagan. That's who.
Oh,
Neil
yeah.
is the Carl Sagan of our day.
Yeah.
I can see that.
He was the dad on Full House.
Carl Sagan.
No, that was what was his
It's
name?
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. That's right.
That guy's in jail.
No, he's dead. He died like a few months ago.
I think that's the end. Someone do an outro. Thank you all so much for listening. Congratulations to Daniel for winning. Congratulations
Yay.
to Noah and I for being here. And congratulations to all of you, because we're all winners here at noodlespodcast.com. Or Noodles at Noon, noodlespodcast.com. That's our website. Go there. Anyway, anyone have anything they would like to add?
Happy holiday middle day.
We'll see you just in time for the Christmas special.
Whoa.